Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, we're going to be talking about Ansu Fati. We're going to be talking about his future. And then as well as we're going to be talking about the Spanish winger, Nico Williams, as there has been some recent developments in regards to him. And then lastly, guys, we're going to be talking about Joshua Kimmich, the Bayern Munich player. But guys, before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's get straight into the video and let's talk about Ansu Fati because Sevilla want to sign Ansu Fati out on loan. Victor Orta, who is the Sevilla sporting director, has expressed his desire to sign Ansu Fati, and as well as the Sevilla coach, Garcia Pimento, who has recently become their coach, he has also expressed his desire to sign Ansu Fati. It's only on a loan deal, but one of the problems that is coming from these negotiations is that currently Sevilla, they can only afford to take 25 to 30% of Ansu Fati's total salary. As you guys know, when Ansu Fati he did renew with the club, he did receive a big salary boost because Barcelona, at the time, and I'll admit, most of us were thinking that Ansu Fati was going to become this next superstar. And so he received a big salary boost, but unfortunately, he didn't become the player that we all wanted him to become. And, they do want to sign him. Ansu Fati right now, he wants to stay in Barcelona, for that preseason. Just be given a chance under Hansi Flick. And then if, the preseason under Hansi Flick, it doesn't work out, then he'll have time, to basically decide on which club to go and decide his next steps. But guys, if you guys were Barcelona, would you guys be accepting a loan for Ansu Fati? We are going to be talking about Ansu Fati on today's episode. So if you guys want to, hear a little bit more details, go over there and, later tonight and check out that video. But, Ansu Fati, he didn't have a particularly great time in Brighton. He only scored 2 games. He played 19 matches. And, he didn't really establish himself that much in Brighton. And so I don't know if he's really going to have a huge success, a successful period this summer during preseason. But, looking at an interview that Ansu Fati recently gave to the media, especially to Mundo Deportivo, this is what he said in regards to how it feels to be back home. This is what he said. I feel very good. It has been a year in which I have learned many things. I've tried a very demanding league, such as the Premier League. It was a pleasure playing for Brighton, but now I'm back at my club and with my family. The truth is that I am very, very happy. It is a very intense, super demanding league. Any team can beat you in every game. I have learned many things from both my teammates and the club. It was the first time I left Spain, and it was very nice. Playing in a league like the Premier League makes you improve in every way. It is very demanding and a physical league. I have met new people, and with them, new work methods. I took away many learnings. And the most important thing that we'll talk about, from the interview that he gave is in regards to this quote right here on how he can contribute to Flick's Barca. He says this: I am a youth player. I have been at the club for many years, and for me, playing for Barcelona is my greatest dream. Every time I have the opportunity, I try to do my best. Sometimes it can turn out better or worse, but I try to fight and do my best for the team, the club, and the fans. Right now, I'm at 100% physically. I am working hard because I feel that one always has room for improvement. I spend many hours in the gym. There are people who believe that Ansu is injured, and in the end, I went 2 years without getting injured. I had a small injury, and people stay with that. Last year, I played the full season and didn't miss a game. Not having the continuity that one wants is difficult, but I was prepared and fought until the last moment. So right there in that interview, Ansu Fati, he says, "Hey, I wasn't injured. I did pick up a small injury, but people, blew it out of proportion, and I'm feeling well." But the thing is, if you take those quotes at face value, you still don't see that Ansu Fati, from 2 to 3 years ago, which absolutely exploded out onto scene. We just haven't seen that Ansu Fati. And so this summer it's going to be very key to see, which Ansu Fati we do see during preseason. And if we don't see, the Ansu Fati that we do want to see, then it's most likely he's going to be, going out through the exit door. But now, guys, I'm going to be talking about Nico Williams because Barcelona there has been some development in our pursuit for Nico Williams. As you guys know, Nico Williams right now is the chosen one to be our left winger. Barcelona, they're going all out for Nico Williams, and they've found an interesting workaround in regards to paying that 50 million release clause. Now, Athletic Club, they have a 50 million release clause for Nico Williams. That's gonna be a lot of money for Barcelona to pay, and so right now Barcelona, they're willing to pay a little bit more money, let's say 60 million euros instead of 50, but in exchange for paying in installments. Now, I think that's a very good idea because Nico Williams, I think, is a player who under Hansi Flick would fit perfectly like a glove. He would be absolutely amazing under Hansi Flick, a player who is very direct, very pacey, good on the ball, has good ability in the 1v1. I think he'd be a fantastic addition to Hansi Flick's Barca. And if Barcelona, they can pay 10 to 15 million euros more, but we are able to pay in installments and rather pay that huge lump sum, face front, and I think that'll be a fantastic move. But are you guys in agreement? Would you guys rather say, hey, let's try to sell one of our players, let's just maybe sell like one or two Barcelona players, and then go all out for Nico Williams and just pay that 50 million up front and just get it over and done with? Definitely let me know, guys, in regards to that. And lastly, guys, I'm going to be talking about Joshua Kimmich, because a breaking report from Germany basically said that Hansi Flick has informed the club that he would do everything in his power to convince Kimmich to make a move to Barcelona. He will be directly involved, in the pursuit for Joshua Kimmich. Now, this is very, very interesting because right now the speculation in the media is the two priority for Barcelona are both the left winger Nico Williams and our pivot, which it appears to be Joshua Kimmich. Now, we all know that Hansi Flick likes to play in that 4-2-3-1 formation, and so what is most likely going to be the case if Joshua Kimmich does come to Barcelona, it would be a Frankie de Jong and Kimmich base. Now, that base, it doesn't fill me with complete confidence defensively. I think going forward, they'd be absolutely fantastic, and just controlling the ball, I think it'd be very good. But when it comes to defending, we've already seen, Frankie de Jong, his defensive, weaknesses, and Joshua Kimmich, he's more of the same. And so, even though I think Joshua Kimmich is a fantastic player, I don't know if he'd be our ideal pivot, signing. But Hansi Flick, he wants Joshua Kimmich. And since he's the Barcelona manager, let's support him. And, it's going to be very, very interesting. But the thing is, Barcelona, they do have competition for Joshua Kimmich. Pep Guardiola, he also wants Joshua Kimmich to join his Man City side. And so Barcelona, it's going to be very, very difficult for us to sign Joshua Kimmich. But if Hansi Flick can convince Joshua Kimmich to basically make the move to Barcelona rather than to Manchester City, it'll be a big, big boost for us. But guys, that was it for the video for today. Definitely let me know your thoughts on everything that I've discussed on today's video. What do you guys make of Ansu Fati potentially going out on loan to Sevilla and Hansi Flick's interest in Joshua Kimmich? But guys, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out.